Howdy everybody, Steve here, KM9G. You have been asking for it, and it has been really bad weather until today, and now instead of having rain, we've got mosquitoes everywhere. I'm at US 4249. We're going to do a Parks on the Air activation with the X6200. Let's get after it. We've got the X6200, the amazing new microphone that it has with it. I am really impressed with this so far. I haven't made any contacts, I don't know what it sounds like, but I like the way it feels. And then we are running the Coffee and Ham Radio's Poseidon antenna on the DX Commander 10-meter mast. And just in case 4 watts doesn't cut it, I've got a backup battery from Decode to get me to a full 8 watts. The power cord is not plugged into the power socket, so like I said, we're going to start at 4 watts. And remember, this is a prototype unit. And the Poseidon requires a tuner, so let's see what the tuner's like. Nice and quiet, gets the job done. Let's switch to upper sideband so we can hear some of that sweet FT8 sounds. I'm not going to do FT8, but I did want to take a second here to show you the FT8 decoder. The FT8 decoder puts a little gray area on here that you can see through, so you can still see your waterfall behind it. Turn that radio down. And then after the first cycle, we should start getting some decodes. There we go. So that is what it looks like with FT8 Decode on the screen. You can't transmit FT8 from the radio, but I mean, you can, but you can't do it from internal to the radio. All you can do is decode. So I'm going to turn that back off because I don't need to see that when I'm not in the FT8 portion of the band. Doesn't look promising. Not a whole lot of activity on the band. Check out our POTA spots. And let's do 20-meter band. It took a while in the very beginning because there was no activity on the bands at all. Something was definitely going on. Later on, the bands opened back up again and there were signals everywhere. But in the beginning, there was nobody anywhere. That was 24 minutes ago. So this is sorted in the wrong direction. All right, 14,253 a few seconds ago. So Arkansas, I should be able to hear that pretty good, but somebody's tuning up on the frequency pretty hard. $14,268. Idaho. 14,288 in New York.
County. There's about 61, 62,000 people in the county, I believe, in that range. Might be a little more now. A lot of people have been moving in. And the county seat is called Decatur, Texas. So that's where I kind of did my whole...
All right, there's 14,283, so we're definitely getting some signals.
Many years ago, and I tell you what, I highly recommend this retired thing.
14,251 Indiana. We're at a S1 noise level here.
Get them to justify it, or you justify why they shouldn't do it.
That's with noise reduction on. That gets rid of some of that hash sound.
The freedom we have, and that's great.
Sounds pretty good.
All right. Well, good chatting with you, my friend. Let me see who else is out there. I appreciate it. The band, every time I key and look at the band scope, it is terrible.
That's the Maritime Mobile Net at 14,300.
CQ, CQ, station in Kentucky, Kilowatt 1, Japan Bravo.
KM9G.
CQ Kentucky, CQ Kentucky, calling any station in Kentucky.
Well, I mean, he's calling Kentucky, but nobody's answering him. He didn't hear me at 4. Let's see if he can hear me at 8.
CQ Kentucky, CQ Kentucky, calling any station in Kentucky, Kilowatt 1, Japan Bravo.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
CQ Kentucky, CQ Kentucky, calling any station in Kentucky, Kilowatt 1, Japan Bravo.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf.
Kilo Mike 9 Golf, good afternoon, you're 5-9 in Maine.
Copy the 5-9 in Maine. I'm not in Kentucky, but you're about the only person I've heard on the band so far, and I didn't hear anybody answering you, so I figured I'd throw my call out there and say hi.
Are you trying again?
I'm getting you a 5-9 into Wisconsin, 5-9 Wisconsin.
Oh, thanks, you're not in Kentucky then, right?
No, but I didn't hear anybody calling you back, and I was trying to see if my radio was working, because you're the only station I hear on all of 20 meters.
Okay, take care.
73. We got one whole call. Woohoo! It works. Let's go back down to 4 watts. Check that noise level out. Hold on, let me get to an empty spot. We're down to S1. Let's plug the battery in. And we jump up to almost an S2.5, I guess. If you look at the S meter there, might not be too easy to see. So S2.5 or whatnot. And then unplug that and you can hear it drop back down to S1. So we'll leave that unplugged. Oh, Mike 9 Golf calling CQ POTA, Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ. 4 watts, can we do it at 4 watts?
Kilo Delta 0, Victor Bravo, Lima.
Kilo Delta 0, Victor Bravo, Lima, you are 5-9 Wisconsin. Copy the 5-3 New Mexico. Thank you for the contact, 73. Kilo Mike 9 Golf, QRZ, New Mexico from Wisconsin.
Got you there in North Carolina. Thanks a lot and have fun. Thank you. QRZ, stay with USN. November Charlie. Whiskey Alpha 1 Quebec. Does anybody here in the room want to work that? Okay, Bob, how you doing? You sound good.
All right, we are back in the ham shack to wrap this one up. Mosquito conditions were bad today. Band conditions were bad today. And you heard some people during the recording who were talking about bad band conditions. In the beginning, there was 1 station total that I could hear, not even anybody on the Maritime Mobile Net. FT8 was getting through because FT8 always gets through. And then towards the end, stations started coming back out of nowhere as if the sky opened up and we're allowed to talk on the radio again. It was pretty interesting. Made 2 total contacts and had to get out of there before I got eaten alive. So I just wanted to share with you what the radio sounds like, what it's like tooling around the band, how the waterfall looks, what the FT8 Decode looks like, what the noise reduction sounds like, all that kind of stuff. There is a link in the description down below where you can get more information on the Coffee and Ham Radio's Poseidon antenna, as well as a $15 off discount on the current pre-order of the X6200. This radio is a prototype, which means that it could get better in production units. So stay tuned for that, because I've got a production unit coming as well. There's a video right over here I think you might enjoy next. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.